Good morning kids, I'm Khushbu Patel from Saraswati Group of Education and I'm going to take a science for grade 5. Today we are starting with the first lecture of the new academic year. The first chapter in a science is about plants. The name of the chapter is More About Plants. Now before I start the chapter, I want to ask you a few questions. You all have studied about plants in previous grades. You know what are the parts of plants. Can you tell me how many parts of the plants? Yes, there are total 5 parts of plants. Root, stem, leaf, flower and fruit. Now, in this chapter, as you are one grade older, you have to study more things about it. There are two basic processes which can be seen in the plant. What is the name of that process? The first process is reproduction in plant and the second process is germination of the plant. So these two things, these two processes we have to study in this chapter. But before we start the chapter, you should know the hard words or the vocabulary words of this chapter. So before we start the explanation of the chapter, let's take a look at the vocabulary words. Are you ready? Let us start. Chapter number 1. More about plants. Now, we are going to learn vocabulary words. Let us start with the first word. What is our first word? Reproduction. 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 What do you mean by reproduction? It is the process by which living organisms produce more of their kind. What do you understand by this? It means, say for example, if you sow a seed of a mango, then from that seed only mango tree will grow, not any other tree. Same way, the humans are producing of their own kind. अपने जैसा ही प्रोड्यूस करना, that is reproduction. This process can be seen in plants, in humans and in all other animals. As here you can see in the picture, one plant's picture is given, which is showing the process of reproduction. Now, let's move to the second word. What is our second word? It is organism. 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 What do you understand by organism? A living thing, especially one that is so small that you can only see it with a special instrument called microscope. In short, organism means living thing. On the earth, we have two living organisms. One is plant and one is animal, including humans. Here, you can see in the picture that there are so many plants and so many different type of animals. There is one human also. So this all will come in the category living organism. Right? Clear? Shall we move to the next word? Yes? Let's go. The third word is seed coat. What do you mean by seed coat? Thick covering of a seed that protects the baby plant. Now, before I explain this, let me give you one example. In a winter season, when you feel cold, you wear warm clothes like sweater and jackets and cap, muffler, scarves, etc. Right? So why do you wear that? Just because the outer atmosphere is cold and this woolen clothes will protect your body, right? Same way, the seeds are also needs protection. They are covered with a one layer that is known as seed coat, right? Now, next one. What is our next word? Cotyledons. 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 How will you pronounce it? Cotyledons. Right? Now let's take a look at its meaning. Seed leaves that contain food for the baby plants. Matlab, when the plant will start to grow, they require food. So this food will be there in the seed leaves, which is also known as cotyledons. Right? I hope you have understood. Now let me show you the picture. See, this is the picture of a cotyledons. You can see that there are two small seed leaves can be seen. It has the food for the baby plant. Right? Now move to the next word. What is our next word? It is embryo. How will you pronounce it? Embryo. 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 What do you understand by embryo? It is the baby plant, the small plant, the seedling or the younger plant will be known as embryo. See the picture. The smallest plant amongst all these is embryo, or you can say it is baby plant. Clear? Yes? Fine. Now let's go to the next word. What is our next word? Germination. 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 What is the meaning of germination? See, the process by which a seed develops into a baby plant in the presence of water, air and sunlight. Means when you sow a seed in the soil, it will start to grow. But when it will start to grow? When that seed has sufficient water, sufficient air and sufficient sunlight, so that the seed will start to grow. This process of growing a seed is known as germination. See, here the picture is given. So when you water the plant and the air is available and the sunlight is available, the plant will show the growth. Clear? So that is germination. Next word. What is our next word? Seed dispersal. SEEDDISPERSAL. Seed dispersal. What is the meaning of it? See, the process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant. It means the seeds will go far from its original place with the help of different factors. There are so many birds and animals and many other factors which are related to the seed dispersal process, right? That we will see in the chapter. Here you can see one picture of a bird which is having one seed in its beak. Clear? Let's move to the next word. What is it? Dandelions. 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 How will you pronounce it? Come on, speak with me again. Dandelions. What is the meaning of dandelions? A small wild plant with a bright yellow flower. Now, you have seen this dandelions, but actually you don't know that it is a wild plant. Let me give you some example. When you go to certain area where a park or a forest area, in forest or in park, you can see small plants which have the yellow flower which is very light in a weight. That all small wild plants are known as dandelions. See, if I will show you the picture, now you will understand. See, this is the picture of dandelions, right? Because their flowers are very light in a weight, so they move with the flow of air, right? Let's move to the next word. Drumsticks. 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 Now, you all have seen this drumstick. Do you know what is the meaning of drumstick? No, it is not the stick to beat the drum. It is a kind of vegetable. You eat lot of vegetables, right? Now, what is the drumstick means in Gujarati? Saragwo. See the picture, right? You all have seen this. Saragwo આપણે બધાએ જોયો છે, બરાબર ને? So that is drumsticks. Now let's move to the next word. Jacaranda. 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 Right? How will you pronounce it? Jacaranda. Now, what is its meaning? A tropical American tree that has blue trumpet shaped flowers. That means jacaranda is name of a tree which have a blue color flower, but the shape of the flower is similar to one of the musical instrument. The name of that musical instrument is trumpet, right? See, this is the jacaranda tree and its flower. You can see the shape, right? It is like a trumpet, one small music instrument. Next word. What is our next word? Xanthium. 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 How will you pronounce it? Come on, speak with me. Xanthium. It means a small, rough or spiny herb, right? It is a small, spiny herb. मतलब a small herb which have spines. કાંટા હોય છે. See the picture, right? Now, let's move on to the next word. It is cocklebur. Cocklebur. It is cocklebur. It is actually related to our previous word. What was our previous word? Do you remember? Who will tell me? Yes, it is xanthium. We saw that the xanthium is small spiny herb, right? But that herb can have a small fruit. See, it is a small fruit which can be seen on xanthium herb. So on that xanthium herb, a fruit will grow. The name of that fruit is cocklebur. See the picture, right? You can observe that picture. It has a small spines on it. Nana કાંટા છે એની ઉપર. Clear? Shall we move to the next one? Geranium. Geranium. How will you pronounce it? Geranium. What do you mean by it? Plants having regular, usually white, pink or purple flowers. Means geranium is the name of a one plant which may have different colors of flowers. It may be white, it may be pink, it may be purple, and sometimes it is red also. See, here the picture is giving us information about geranium. Clear? Shall we move to the next one? Let's move. Gourspod. 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 What is the meaning of it? See, a wild bush with sharp thorns and small yellow flowers. That means it can be seen only in forest type of area, and it has a small yellow color flowers but a very sharp thorns. See the picture, right? Chalo, let's go to the next word. What is our next word? Balsam. How will you pronounce it? Balsam. Balsam. What is the meaning of it? A pleasant smelling substance used as base for medical or beauty treatments. That means it is a one tree which has a good smell in flowers. So that is used in medical industry as well as it is also used for beauty treatments. See the picture, right? You can see the flowers are very good looking and it also has a very pleasant smell, right? Let's go to the next word. It is bryophyllum. How will you pronounce it? Bryophyllum. 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 What is the meaning of it? See, a group of a plant species. Now, for grade 5, you just have to understand that there are certain group of plant species which is known as bryophyllum. About this type of a plant species you will study in higher grade, right? So right now just remember that it is a group of plant species. See the picture. Good. Let's go to the next one. What is our next word? Spores. 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 Right? What is the meaning of it? Spores are the single-celled reproductive unit of non-flowering plants, bacteria, fungi and algae. Fungal spores can be single-celled or multicellular. Now, what do you understand by this? There are certain plants which cannot have a flowers on them throughout their lifetime. So they are considered as non-flowering plant. Now, non-flowering plants, how do they reproduce? They reproduce through spores. So spores are reproductive unit of non-flowering plant, bacteria, algae and fungi. Now, single-celled and multicellular. These are two new words, but about that you will study in higher grade, right? So I hope you have understood the meaning of a spores. Now let me show you the picture of it. See, on the leaf you can see that brown color dots like system. That is the spore. which can reproduce the original kind of a plant, right? That is spores. Let's go to the next word. What is that? Agriculture. 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 Right? Now, what is the meaning of agriculture? Do you know? Let me explain you. Agriculture is the science, art and practice of cultivating plants and livestock. That means, if I say that a person is doing the agricultural practice, they are known as farmers. So doing a farming, that is known as agriculture. ખેતીવાડી કરવી એને શું કહેવાય? Agriculture. See the picture of it, right? Shall we move to the next one? Let's go. Next one is pesticides. 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 Now what is the meaning of pesticides? See here. A chemical substance that is used for killing animals, especially insects that eat food crops. That means there are certain small insects and some big animals which can destroy the food crops. So we have to protect that food crops. For protection, a chemical substance is being sprayed. That is known as pesticide. દવાઓ છાંટે છે, રાઈટ? એટલા માટે નાના ઇન્સેક્ટ કે એનિમલ્સ આવે નહીં અને ફૂડ ક્રોપને કાંઈ નુકસાન ન કરે. દેટ ઇઝ pesticide. See the picture, right? It is a small kind of chemical substance, or you can say it is medicine for the food crops, right? Let's go to the next one. What is our next word? Insecticides, right? Insecticides. Insecticides. The meaning of insecticide is similar to the previous one, that is pesticides. Let's take a look at the meaning of it. A chemical substance made and used for killing insects, especially those that eat plants. In short, pesticides and insecticides are used for the protection of the food crops, right? See the picture of insecticides. One person is having a cylinder on his back and he is spraying the insecticide to the food crops, right? Okay, so that was our vocabulary words for the first chapter. Now, as we have completed the vocabulary words, now let us start. As you can see behind me, I have drawn a one small diagram of a plant. Can you see it? Yes. Here I have given the two label. One is root system and the second one is shoot system. Now what is the major difference between these two? The system which is under the ground, which is inside the earth, that system of the plant is known as a root system. The system which is above the ground, which we can see, that part of the plant is known as the shoot system. So there are two major systems, the one which is under the ground and the second one which is above the ground. Two systems. Now let's take a look at the parts of this two systems. Now, as we have seen the two systems of the plants, let's take a look at the flow chart of that two systems. How many systems does a plant have? Plants have two different systems. One is a root system and the second one is the shoot system. What is the major difference between these two systems? Let's take a look at this. Root system is always under the ground. That means when you see at plant, you can't see its root, right? Because it is always under the ground. Now in a root system, which part of the plant can be seen? Root only, right? We can have only root in the root system. Now moving towards to the second system, that is the shoot system. The shoot system is always above the ground, the system of the plant which we can see with our eye. So it is always above the ground. Now how many parts of the shoot system? There are main 4 parts of the shoot system. The first one is a stem, the second one is a leaf, the third one is a flower, and the fourth one is a fruit. So in short, in this both system, we have covered the all 5 parts of the plant. Right? Now, in this chapter, we have to study about the 2 main process, reproduction and germination. So that we will see in the next session. I hope you have enjoyed this session, right? Take care, stay safe. Till then, bye-bye.